Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked Travis Lutter to defeat Rich Franklin. And I'm here to talk about the main event for UFC Fight Night 239, Tai Tuivasa versus Marcin Tybura. My prediction for this fight is Marcin Tybura wins. I think he wins on the ground in one way or another in the middle of the fight after round one. I think Tai Tuivasa is very dangerous. He's 30 years old in his prime as opposed to 38-year-old Tybura. And I think Tybura is also a bit chinny, so to speak. He's a guy who's been knocked out plenty of times throughout his career. We've seen it recently with Tom Aspinall, who's a super heavyweight, to be fair. We've seen it in the past with Augusto Sakai, Shamil Abdurakhimov, Derek Lewis. Marcin Tybura's knockoutable. And Tai Tuivasa is one of the most dangerous heavyweights. And they're heavyweights, so they're all dangerous to begin with. But I still think as weak as Tybura's chin might be, even for a heavyweight, I think Tai Tuivasa's ground game is equally as weak. And I think Marcin Tybura is going to be able to take him down and duplicate some of the success that guys like Sergey Spivak have had in the past, which Tybura was able to ground Spivak as well in their fight. I think Tybura, unless the wheels have come off completely, he should win this fight. And I do like him a lot as an underdog at plus 110. I just think they got these odds wrong. But at the same time, Tai Tuivasa, he's had a rough go of things because of some really steep competition. Curtis Blades, uh, Alexander Volkov, who also beat Marcin Tybura by decision some years ago, not long ago, and Sergey Pavlovich, of course, who, despite being knocked out recently by Tom Aspinall, is still one of the biggest beasts in the heavyweight division. And I don't think Tybura can go through him in a way like Sergey Pavlovich did, but I think he can go through him in a way that Sergey Spivak did and other fighters have done. I think if he takes him down, he can dominate him on top and put him away with a submission or a TKO. I think Tai Tuivasa is a little sharper than guys like Greg Hardy and Walt Harris, but he's still a limited fighter. And if Marcin Tybura takes this fight to the ground, he's going to start to suck some of the life out of Tai Tuivasa while dominating the fight and scoring points. And eventually he's going to open up chances for a finish. That's my prediction. Of course, if Tai Tuivasa was to win, I'm very sure it'd be by knockout. And I'm pretty sure it'd be in rounds one or two. I'd be surprised if he got it done later. I think if he wins, the story of the victory is his power meeting the chin of Tybura and Tybura not able to get the fight to the ground in the first place. But I'm not picking that. Might hedge on it depending on what the odds look like, but as of now, with just the money line staring at me, I like Marcin Tybura to win this fight. I think he's the guy with the better gas tank, proven he can go 5 rounds. We've seen him outlast Alexander Romanov in his majority decision win a year ago or whatever. And that's one of the few fights that he couldn't take to the ground, even when he was winning, because Romanov's a fucking gorilla. But Tai Tuivasa, despite being a half a gorilla himself, because they're heavyweights, they're all gorillas. He's not the gorilla that Alexander Romanov is. I think Tybura is able to get him to the ground, and I think he has his way with him once he's there. Not immediately, but eventually. So Marcin Tybura is the pick. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit, and check out my other videos.